Okay, everybody, got my backdrop lights out. I've already been out here like an hour. I came in here just a while ago, an hour, and what I did yesterday wasn't quite the fit I wanted. It's funny how when you come back to something the next day, it's either fantastic or it's not as good. So that little piece at the end, I wasn't real happy about. It fits in there nice and flush now. You see there? Let me take that out. That's how much you got to cut out. That's carving it out, people. That's what's on the scales. Now this one, you see that opening? That was on the one this morning. I just did this. I wasn't going to do an overhead shot because you already saw what I did. So this one is because of the LinerLock. That is hollow right there. You see that? So that's cool. This back end I did a lot better because what I ended up doing was after I got the initial carve, I just used a straight file, you know, to flatten it out, get a nice sharp edge on it. From what I see, all the holes are lined up. Now that's gonna be a whole different ball game too. I have to get it down. I gotta sand this down. Here. Here's the scale. And I gotta sand them down to that width. That's a lot. But I learned from last time, I got a real quick way to do it so I can get to it quick. So that's the LinerLock. And actually the indent's out of this. It's in that bag somewhere. I just noticed that indent. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna go take a break and come back out here. I'll get everything together, then I'll do an overhead shot. Okay, sag out. Okay guys, this is the exciting part. I'm really pleased how these dowels, it's nice to have, well these are skewers. It took 2 skewers right there. You see how the holes, everything is lining up. That's that one dowel that fits perfect. So I'm gonna put this on the vise. And you remember the last time I ended up using this. Yes, sir. This is gonna take it right down super quick. I just gotta watch it and make sure I stay approximately in that same area. So when I sand this, it'll sand the dowels going down with it. You know what I mean? That's just the way I'm doing it. And it stays together until it's all done. So I'm gonna do that. I'll do an overhead shot maybe and then just take off with it. I'll stop the video and wait till I get it done, but I'll show you overhead shot real quick. Okay, I'm just gonna do a quick overhead shot to show you how I'm doing it. I got the vise sandwiched in on the bottom one. I'm gonna sand it a little bit. I'll flip it over, sand it a little bit and keep going, but I got to watch that thickness right there. But this thing right here, I got to be careful with. Here goes the noise. Dust mask on. Isn't that amazing? I'm going to show you something. See how quickly it sands down that dowel? Okay, now I'm on my way. I'm going to stop videoing and then we'll get back to when I have it at the right width, hopefully. All right. Well, people, I'm happy, but I'm not happy. I got it at the right width. It fits perfect. Let's see. I wanted to show you something. See there? I fixed to put the screws in, make it fit. But look what happened to this side. Perfect fit. Look at that little hole there. Now, I'm not gonna stop. It's just, it happened. That's from carving it out. I think that area right there, between that and on top, it just got too deep and came through the micarta. Now don't laugh, but I've come a long way on this, and it's my first one. Let me sit down here a minute, because this is a fail, but I'm gonna make it work to say that I did it. I'm gonna take a little bit of wood filler right there. Yep, take a little bit of wood filler or some micarta, ground up micarta with glue. I'm not sure. That's a shame though. I worked so hard on this. I think I either just stop and quit on it. I'm not a quitter though. You can see. I either stop and quit and get on my fixed blade, or get this together. I carved that out where you can get to the LinerLock. So that's a little follow-up update. Everything was going great. Then all of a sudden I just noticed what that was. And you can see how perfect the holes are on this side. And this side just it gave way. Just a little bit too much. Mainly on the inside. Okay. I'll let you know what's going on. Sog out. Okay, everybody. It was a fail. I tried. If you see this little stain there, it's WD-40. The action of the honey badger is gone. I can't loosen the pivot screw anymore. So that has something to do with the thickness of it. Anyway, I'll let you take a look at it. It was looking good. I recessed all the screws. There's your lanyard. Look at the micarta. Isn't that a shame? I got that loosened out. I had to recess it. I loosened it out to see if I can get some action out of it. But here's the other side where it broke. Right there. Okay, and that caused a little sandwich problem right there. And I knew I was going to have problems. This bottom one was okay. The top one, not so much. Well, you know, I learned something. Right now I'm looking at it and it's rubbing up against the... No, it's pretty centered. It's just this side is smashed down because... that's a shame. Anyway, where do I go from here? I learned something. This is a challenge. Especially when you have to carve out the inside like that. And if I'm talking slowly, I'm kind of looking at this for the first time after I did it. What am I going to do with it? I'm going to take all the hardware, everything off, and reassemble this knife onto some, this is all dusty out here, onto some G10 honey badger scales. Okay, so that's where I stand. That's what happened, and that's a shame. Real shame. Anyway, that's it. I'm going to clean up. I was going to do the fixed blade, but it's going to take me a while to clean up. I'll see where I'm at. Maybe get started on it. I do have a mail call. That would make the day a little bit better. All right. So this was the building scales for micarta. Building micarta scales for a folding knife. This is part 3, the final episode. Live and learn. And I'll have a better next time when I do it. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's a shame. That gray and black looked cool, didn't it? With the D2 steel tonto. Okay guys, sign out.